Hey, Hey, everybody. This is your girl, Black Glory, and we are on our From Princess to Queen's virtual event. We are super excited. I am so excited to be blessed to be in the presence of all of you beautiful people and my lovely sisters that I have on a panel today about a host of wonderful things, but it's all about women. It's all about the women in the struggle, the women of empowerment, the women who, paved the way for us, and all of the issues that we are faced with and have been faced with forever. I'm glad to have my little sister, the Queen, in the building. Queen from her own podcast. She is on Uncensored. Y'all catch her on Instagram and on Sador Radio. She is a very unique and boisterous person. I love Queen. She's very outspoken. She's an activist. She's does a lot for people, does a lot in the community. Gonna be doing a lot more. So I'm super excited to have you, Queen. What's up, Queen?
Hey sis, hi everybody. Happy Women History Month. We out here.
You got that right. Then I got my baby cousin right here, the beautiful April. She's so talented. She does a lot of stuff. She's a very conscious young lady. She has her own podcast. She works with the Media Girl. She just does a lot of wonderful things. She's such a talented and blessed young lady. She also nice with the makeup too. Everybody say hi to Queen April.
Hey,
y'all. I'm super happy to be here and super happy and blessed to be a part of this. Just watching you do what you do is an inspiration, and I just thank you for always thinking of me when you start to make your move. So
I'm happy to have you. God bless you, Queen. And my other sister, my chocolate wonder over here. She's
drum roll.
She is just phenomenal. She's a phenomenal speaker. She's a wonderful, educated woman. She's a wife. She's a mother. She just holds so many hats. She has so many accolades. And what I love about her the most is that she's most transparent. She has a great heart, and she really has been helping to heal our community. She does a lot of advocacy on women's health, mental health, and just help with, healing and overall weight loss, all of those things that mean so much to women. It's a blessing to have her. You might have caught, she has her own book. She's an author. I mean, it's nothing that she hasn't done. Oh yes, books. I apologize. And she's even written a kids' book. So she just does a lot. She's a blessing. Hey, Mijizia, say hi to the people.
Hey, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. And of course, being part of a conversation to impact the community. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you, guys. So, when I started, and all of this what we're doing this for is, my brand. I started Glorious Cosmetics and Pretty Princess Cosmetics 3 years ago. And the vision I had with that was the vision of bringing back, the women of color to their rightful place. It wasn't necessarily about makeup. Yes, makeup was the avenue I was going to use because, women are a huge representation of beauty, of compassion, of love, of temperament, all of those things. So that is what I wanted to, do when I started the brand. I had the vision of not just making up your face, but making up your mind, bringing back equality, bringing back empowerment, bringing back royalty and all of those things, that make women, queens and, make it royalty. So I had the queen and the princess in mind. So what I want to talk about today is how we have in society in America have gotten, so far away from that. Whether it's, just.
You on mute, sis. You made mistake hit mute.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, damn, I was in the middle of my swag, man.
For sure.
Y'all would have heard what she was saying. She was saying some
back
real
to
bars.
She was going in.
Right, I was going so
Y'all
hard.
missed it. She said an L bar just now.
Yeah, I gotta remember all of that again. But no, like I was saying, that was the vision of the brand. So the vision of the brand was queen and princess, and representing, bringing us back. The media, as well as the powers that be, have done a great deal of trauma to our culture and a great deal of trauma to the Black women. By turning us away from our rightful place and our rightful image. They've done a lot with, the rap music, social media, as well as reality TV, and bringing us down, keeping us, barren as to our fruitful places and our rightful places. Pretty much dumbing us down, not making us focus on the things that really are empowering to women. Although they create an image of getting a bag, we're not doing things that will make us generationally wealthy, which would break the curses, and the chains that oppress us. They are not talking about our health. They, letting us, and through the media, encouraging us to eat and drink in excess, which would put harm, obesity, breast cancer, ovarian cancer, diseases that will, in fact, destroy us. I never seen, a society and a generation that's so overwhelmed with fibroids and so many different breast cancer. Black women have never been plagued with this much cancer and infectious diseases in our bodies since we started getting to this place in society. So we want to talk about some of that stuff, the women's health, the Black women's health, mentally, physically, emotionally, has been destroyed. But
or
in the media, well, yeah, declining. That's right. It hasn't been destroyed, because we are coming back. A lot of people have taken a new road. And I want you to, tell us something about that, Mijizia, because you're the one who really, is on this health kick, and all about, some of the illnesses, mental and physical, that have been plaguing women. Let's go ahead and hear from you, Queen.
The two major ones I can definitely speak on today would definitely be, just like you said, mental health. And as far as the other one would definitely be the connection between obesity and heart health. And it has become very serious. So, I'll start with heart health, and all of this kind of leads back to a mental health, to be quite honest. But in our society, we connect food with everything. And I got to come off by saying that. And it's nothing wrong with that. We come from a generation where we celebrate with food, or, sometimes you heard people say the way to the man's heart is through his stomach, and, these little things, but we've connected food with everything. And so what we haven't connected the food with is proper health. So when it comes to being obese, one, we have different body types. So no, we are not meant to look like everybody else. We are definitely, our obese and adopted is going to be different from what we feel comfortable in. And I can speak for that, because I'm quite sure at my height, a doctor wants me at 140 pounds, but at 140 pounds, that is not working for the kid. Okay. I'm not going to look like a bobblehead. So, I had to find out where I'm comfortable at. So all of this goes back to the generations that have taught us, to continue to eat. And also, I can go further back of us eating unhealthy things. So it's like coming back here, and talking about this. One, I love it that we're able to advocate for it and bring it to awareness, because I don't know about you, but I've been on an emotional weight coaster, if that makes sense. My whole entire life, I get in the summer now. And in the summertime, I go hard. I don't know about you. I used to go hard somewhere around April, because I knew the summer was going to be popping. Okay. I needed to be fit. But then once the summer was over, it was like, bye-bye, sister. Okay. And I went in, and that was, and every year I would do this up and down until a couple of years ago, when I connected it to mental health.
And
I
not
got
to
so
mention,
afraid.
when you say mental weight, it's like if we real happy, or if we real sad, or we going through stuff, it's all, I don't know, some people, when they depressed, they lose weight.
Yep.
My ass, I gain weight if I'm happy, I gain weight if I'm stressed. I don't know.
I'm with with you,
like,
Queen.
this is the only thing that you will lose, but it will find your ass back.
It's real, but and that goes to say right there, like that's the mental part and how we connect in it. Like you said, somebody else gets sad, they don't eat or they lose weight. Some of us said, I'm going to get some chocolate. I'm not in a good mood, I'm going to get some chocolate. Do you see my combination of my chocolate? Okay, if I'm pissed off, you're going to see me with a Pepsi. I'm just saying, I go for the unhealthy things.
Right.
But it leads to this heart health, dealing with self-care and mental health. And us as women, we've gotta take control of who we are. And this does not mean eating like a rabbit. It does not mean being a size 2. What it means is being able to live, to be able to take care of our families, our children, and to live healthy. I eat. People like, how are you, Luke? I love food. I'm still going to cook, but now I have to know how to portion it out. But it's a mental thing. So you know what, Black Glory, I kind of just mastered the idea of mentally eating. And that's why I built, this whole mental health and wellness program, because I understood the connection that we have to make this connection, being in the right place, feeling good, looking good in our mind, bodies, and soul. So
I want to chime in on that too.
Come on.
As far as the weight is concerned, and what our culture, like you said, that ideally your BMI is supposed to be such and such according to the BMI chart. So we know in our culture that is not really what the look that we're going for. But sometimes we do be the extreme with it too. I know when I was first went on my weight loss journey, you got to be careful on who you listen to and what you want, because there's some people like, what you trying to do? You trying to be skinny? Oh, everybody ain't meant to be skinny. Like we have normalized obesity so much that when you even trying to be healthier, you will have people try to discourage you from losing weight. Look, everybody ain't meant to be skinny. I'm like, I'm not trying to be skinny. I'm just trying to lose weight. You lose weight, then you got people that'll be, yes, girl, you look good. Then there's some people will be like, I don't know what size you trying to be, but you need to stop right there and all. And I'll be like, no, I'm still technically overweight and all that. So it's like a whole bunch of stuff you got to factor in when you are even on a health improvement. You know what I mean? You got to know I
agree.
What's the term? What to chew out, chew the meat and throw out the bones. You can't be listening to what everybody else say. You got to know what you want in your head and kind of block out all the noise.
And you see what you're saying? Queen, you see what you're saying, Queen, because that's the pressure. People will pressure you. You know what I'm saying? Look at what you did, both of you guys. You were making positive changes that you knew your health was in jeopardy, and you knew exactly your goal and you wanted to target it, but you were getting pressure from your peers that you were just doing it at too drastic. Yeah.
And you know what it goes back to, and I'm not going to go deep, but it goes back to, Queen, to the boundaries, emotional boundaries. I don't need to share with anybody who's going to respond poorly. So you out of here because you don't even understand. You want me to be big my whole life and unhealthy. Okay. It goes back to those boundaries and my peace. And then, like you said, identity. Who are you and where you comfortable at? That's what you said, so I don't have to listen to that. I can remove people in order for me to be where I'm at. I just had that comment recently when I said, I had said to a friend, I got 10 more pounds to lose. And that was 10 more pounds, but I want to gain, I want to lose the 10 and then gain it in weight. But this person didn't let me finish. And the first thing they said is, you gorgeous, like, don't disappear. And maybe the intention wasn't there, but I'm like, you don't even understand. This is not about being thin. This is about being at a healthy weight that I can maintain. So I completely agree. We got to remove them. We got to remove.
That's why I'm big on, you got to have confidence. Because if you don't have confidence and you weak-minded and you are doing things for satisfaction of others, you will fall here. I remember I was on a date with somebody, this guy, and I'm not restraining myself from going out. But when I order, I want to be careful. I was being particular what I want to order.
Conscious. This
overweight motherfucker gonna tell me when I ordered something healthy. He was like, "What you doing?" I said, "Well, I'm trying to lose weight." He gonna say, "What are you, insecure? So you one of those big girls that's insecure?" I was like, "You think I'm insecure because I'm trying to lose weight?" Like. This is some of the foolishness that you have to block and all that. Because you see somebody that's overweight trying to lose weight, you gonna hit them with, "Oh, you think you?" I said, "Do it look like I'm insecure?" No, I'm not insecure. I'm just know that even though I don't have any health issues now, we could keep in our culture, we could act like that. Oh yeah, big bone. It's the difference between big bone. There's no such thing as big boned. First,
no.
let's clear that the hell out. Okay. Then it's like we have became too comfortable with being unhealthy, even if we don't have any health issues. Now we know that being overweight contributes to a lot of the health issues that our culture suffer from. I'm frozen.
I just found out that heart disease is becoming one of the leading cause of death to Black women, and Black women don't even check for heart disease. They don't even know how to ask doctors how to do that. They don't even know that they should be asking for that. And like the statistics on just about like 50% of Black women have no idea what heart disease is or how to go about it. Like, it's crazy. In this day and age, but you're right, our health is our wealth, and people don't connect that to anything. Mental health, physical health, emotional health, it all starts with what we put in our bodies, especially with the food nowadays, because whatever they're doing to create this surplus of food, they're adding hormones to stuff. Like and so we're injecting and we're inserting all of this into our bodies, which is messing with our daily chemicals and all of that stuff. Like, and we're wondering why we feel like this, why we acting like this. You're trying to equate being tired to getting older, but really it's, what are you eating? What are you drinking? What, do you have enough physical health or whatever? Like all of that, and then too, like you said, with social media, with the whole, we're living in the crazy surgery days. So people think that they can just run and get surgery to eliminate, oh, well, I got a big stomach. Let me just go get a tummy tuck. Oh, well, let me just take the fat out of here and put it there. Like,
right.
Like,
Right.
So we just have to do a better job as Black women on educating ourselves with our health. And it's like Mijizia said, it's about generational wealth and taking care of your family. I'm 30, I'll be 31 in the next couple of weeks. I don't have 26. Any kids, but okay, period.
That's my story.
How long are you going to be 26? How many years are you going to be 26?
Mijizia, don't do that. We on live. We on the air live.
26 years. She's going to be 26. Okay. Yeah, 26 years. But what you guys are saying is so important. And not only does food affect women, our emotional health is one of the things that really, really is tearing us women down. That trickles over to the mental health. Emotionally, if you are drained, if you are sad, if you are depressed, if you going through, look, women suffer from postpartum depression from a loss of a loved one, depression from being overworked, a broken heart from a bad relationship. All of this plays into your mental and your heart health. Yeah, I've known so many women and so many young people in the last 2 to 3 years who have completely just conked out and died from a heart attack. And it wasn't only because they were so unhealthy, it was because of emotional and mental issues as well. And we have another culprit that's plaguing our community for men and women. We have a culprit called suicide, which trickles down from all of that. The depression, the emotion. We have seen an alarming rate of suicidal deaths. The pandemic, all of this has put everybody in a frenzy. Mind you, we are still, as Black people, suffering from our oppression, suffering.
Shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Queen. Do your stuff. Yeah, go ahead, boo. Tell them to chime in and all
chime
that
in,
stuff.
share the live. We celebrating women, and we talking about some of the women, some of the issues that women, endure. So you can share the live.
We have suicide amongst women at an alarming rate. We have suicide with our Black men, but we have children. Young children who have been killing themselves at an alarming rate. And it is so tragic because we as a society think that we have to be the strongest because we have had to endure the most. We have not had the medical attention. We have not had the finances. We still don't have the health care. We live in America. Half the Americans in America don't have health care. So how could they get the mental attention that they need or deserve? And we have done injustice to ourselves with brushing everything under the table, thinking that we're Superman and Superwoman, and that we don't need to take a few mental hours or a few mental days until the point till we slump over or we get to the wit's end and we just want to blow our own head off. And that is so tragic because if you look in other cultures, especially the white culture, they have a diagnosis for any and everything. Everything has a mental illness and everything has a cure for them, but we have not rose to that, and we have not encouraged one another. I know sometimes even when sisters call me and saying they down, I'm like, check it over it, you'll be fine. That's our biggest saying. You're gonna be all right. You're gonna know I'm calling you sis saying I'm on the left.
Yes, I'm on zero.
Yep.
About to jump off. I didn't call you for you to tell me I'm gonna feel fine. I'm hurt. I got a hole in my heart. I don't want to hear that.
I don't want to tap into Hisa feel, but one of the things that one of the speeches that she always give, you know how some people be, we are so programmed to say when how's everything, everybody always say fine. No, you can always say not good. Be honest. We always be like, I'm good, I'm fine, when we really ain't.
It's real, because we really not, and it's nothing wrong with not being okay. And so if we don't make it okay, then how do we make it okay for the children? Because we are seeing an alarming numbers of suicide, definitely in the African-American community. So it's not even just children, it's adults. And it's because, one, we don't create these safe spaces for anybody to talk about anything that sounds negative. As soon as somebody say it, you said it, Black Glory, immediately we go, oh, you're going to be okay. Why? Because we're uncomfortable. We're uncomfortable with listening to you. And so that's where it becomes a problem. And that's where I have to know that I have to find somebody else who's not uncomfortable with hearing what I'm going through. Because if I can't rely on you, then I got to find somebody else, because I can't keep this thing in. And we suppress it. We suppress it until we end up on the ID channel, because we ended up snapping and doing something, or either we're stigmatized as the angry Black woman because now we're reaching out, we don't get the health care, we don't get the mental health. But also, I'm going to keep it real in 2 minutes, and I'm going to say we also don't put ourselves in positions to be able to do that. And so I'm so tired of the Black woman or man who's retired, right? Who actually retires, which means they put in that work. I don't care if you was a garbage truck man to work at McDonald's. You're retiring. And I'm not saying you sit down and you die from retirement, but why do we always find ourselves saying, oh, because I got to work, because if I sit down, I feel like I'm going to die. Because that's that mentality that we've created, that we always have to work. We don't even take sick days because we worried about what somebody else going to say. I don't know about you, but I've been in this place before where you are nervous about, wait a minute, I got 300 sick days. Why am I afraid to take a sick day? Because if I
don't know about that, Hisa.
It's a lot of, I'm glad you do real talk, but it is so many people who are afraid to take it. Me, I'm like this deuces, I don't feel good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
People. I don't know about that. I'm gonna take my sick days and my vacation.
You're not giving me my sick time after retirement. You're not giving me my sick time after retirement. I didn't work all this time because I can't get sick. But I know I know so many people who are afraid to even take the sick time that they earned. And I wish we can start helping our elders get to a financially stable place. Not a perfected place, but a place that if you retire, then you can do something that you love to do. But you don't have to. I don't have to work. I don't want to be in that predicament where I have to. I want to be able to do it because I'm doing something that I love, that I didn't get the opportunity. Absolutely. We got work to do, Black Glory. We got work to do.
We got so much work to do, but what we fail to realize is that not only do we have work on ourselves, but we have work on our next generation.
Yes.
I feel like we are losing, foot you know, the young ladies and everything. With everything that's going on, we gotta, you know, grab a hold of them and, you know, bring each other up. We are missing a lot of the unity. We are missing a lot of the love and everything. We are so distracted. We are so, you know, brainwashed right now. And I'm just, you know, this is why I'm calling on the sisters like us, who gonna get out in the community, who gonna come with a good word, who gonna come, you know, with some power, who gonna call a spade. Yeah. You know, like you said, we got to get in these uncomfortable places. That's why I rock with Queen, because she want to bring up them topics about that molestation. She want to talk about, you know, what's going on. Why are we so complacent and so comfortable with, you know, these things that's going on in our community that we already know should be cleaned up by now? You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't even be dealing with this now. We should be on the next level. Like our ancestors, they already fought their battles. You know what I'm saying? And they got us halfway to the mark. Like, what the heck are we doing? And even so myself, I found myself, y'all got to pull myself together. And that's why I rock with, you know, y'all queens like y'all, queens that's going to hold me accountable, queens that's going to help me get to the next level, queens who I can be completely transparent with, because I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying?
None of us are.
Yeah. And, you know, sometimes we find ourselves caught up in, you know, in the web, in the World Wide Web, just like they call it. We find ourselves caught up with that, you know. So I encourage all of us to continue on our pathway, continue on our journey, you know, to empowerment. And we have so many negative images right now in society that we don't even know who we are. You know what I'm saying? The women if you are a strong Black woman that's opinionated and you're educated and you're able to verbally, you know, convey what it is you want, what's your goals or whatever, you have become the enemy of the Black man and everybody in society. You have become the angry Black woman.
They even try to.
I know what I want.
Exactly.
I know how to tell you what I want. I know the vision that God gave me. So I'm angry because I'm able to tell you. Where we going?
And we can be angry. Angry is a feeling. Everybody gets angry. Why is ours more visualized? That's because of what the position that we placed ourselves in. And now it's time to channel it back in. But I don't think we should be hiding the fact when we have legitimate reasons to be angry, but it is about how our response is our responsibility. So it is how we portray that anger. I don't have to bust you in your head. I might want to, but I'm going to come and I'm going to show you how I might want to. I'm still from Brooklyn. Let's not overdo it. But, you know,
let me say something.
Go ahead.
That's like when so when we are talking about issues in regards to maybe race or whatever, then both Black men and Black women are on the same page. And when we hear our counterparts saying, oh, you guys are just angry Black men and Black women, you know, when they're trying to dismiss us as a whole, then we all collectively be like, no, we're not, you're not going to dismiss us like that. But when we as women talk about issues that we are going through or are seeming to experience when we're trying to interact with Black men, instead of them taking that same energy that we use when we're talking about our counterparts, they would say, oh, you're being an angry Black woman. No, I've been hurt. Things that's happening to me and I'm speaking on it. It's not me being angry or bitter. I'm articulating that I don't like the trajectory of the how Black men and Black women are interacting. I'm trying to have a conversation. I'm trying to talk, you know, maturely, and then you trying to dismiss me. The same way how racist white folks be trying to dismiss us when we are bringing up issues that we are still going through.
So you just brought up something, and I want to see what Black Glory gonna see. You just brought up pretty much our own kind of racism, discrimination, bias within our own community,
own culture,
the own colorism that I experience in our own culture, and that right there is enough. Right there. I don't even need to go in any further because you brought that up in the middle of your conversation. And it's like the article that me and you read that you sent to me, but it's so deep that we want to blame everybody else, but we can't even get ourselves together in our own community. And that's why it's important for us right here to be able, like when Black Glory said, April, I need you to connect with Mijizia. Well, just know, April, I'll be reaching out. I don't know what that connection look like, but we got to be the role models to be able to show others that, first of all, Black women can work together. If there is no competition, the new competition for me is collaboration. So if that's competition, then I'm gonna try to beat you on how many collaborations I can do with my sister.
Yes,
right. And you know, that's pivotal what Queen was saying and what you were saying, because the key thing to dismantling the culture and dismantling the power is division. And no other culture has more divides than the African-American Black culture. So if we can't effectively unite within ourselves and organize, because, you know, like, you have to organize, you have to, you know, have a strategic plan, you have to work together. Numbers at the end of the day is all that matters. If we can't get that together, then how are we even going to compete in, you know, anything? How are we going to get this movement?
The most important thing is learning how to communicate effectively together. You know, we as a culture, as soon as something happens that's uncomfortable, I'm cutting her off, I'm cutting him off. No, we got to keep on coming to the table and making each other understand and try to communicate. Our communication skills is declining more and more, even more with social media.
Yep.
I think it goes to also accountability. I don't think that as a culture we take very much accountability for anything. I think that it's easy for us to go on and blame, you know, our history, our past, and especially now, and the things that, you know, I grew up in a world, and I'm not going to deny that there's racism because we see it every day, but I haven't personally grew up in racism in the sense of I experienced it. And I think that a lot of us, especially with my generation, we like to blame the history of stuff without taking accountability for our actions and the things we don't do or the things we should be doing, which ultimately land us back into a position where we do not succeed. So accountability is a big thing, and we just don't have it.
We don't.
We need to get more comfortable with breaking stereotypes. Yeah, they can say this, that about us, but if we continue to live up to them stereotypes, then we're making what they say valid.
That's exactly what we're doing, because look at the culture right now. You know, we killing ourselves. I won't shop with you, but I'll go to Gucci, or I'll go to the lady online, but I won't shop. Because I'll stigma. I know Black Glory got eyelashes, but I'm gonna go to the Chinese. And this is not just about
child.
But we can't, if we can't do it within our own culture, this doesn't mean that, oh, I'm stuck, that I can't go to the other cultures. But at the end of the day, if I can't start with my own, who has the same exact products, then that's an issue, because that's how these other cultures grow. They grow because a lot of their money stays within. Ours go completely out. Why? Because of the stigma. Everything is a stigma. Oh, I used to do hair. I'm gonna leave this here. Somebody might be able to contest to this. I say I used to do hair and I braid hair, right? So, and then all of a sudden a braid is loose, right? You're talking about 4 days later, you get a phone call back and you're saying, hey, Mijizia, oh, one of my braids is loose. So then they got mad at me because I'll say, please forgive me, and no shade to anybody. I'll say, could you go to the African and say your braid was loose 4 days later? So if you want me to redo a braid, that's gonna be $15.
Right.
But you think because we cool and we sisters and that you will come back to me and tell me your wig is loose a week later, but would you go do that to the other person? That's where I get upset with.
Let me and Black was on the phone today, and we had I was feeling some type of way about something, and she actually made me look at it. You to shop at, because now this right here is not worth $100 and something. But then she was like, but she started explaining about when you are Black merchant, sometimes the prices is going to be more than what these other merchants is. And to be honest with you, if that same outfit, if they put a Gucci on it, or they said it was such and such, motherfuckers would have paid triple times that as much for it.
Yes. And you know, that goes to say that's how we don't have patience with each other. You made a very valid point, because I've had, you know, even with my business, of course, nobody's perfect. I've made mistakes. I'm learning, you know, this is the time when so many of our people in our culture have, you know, since the pandemic said to heck with it. We finally realized that we were sort of in like a slavery type situation with the hours and how hard we work. Wasn't until the pandemic broke that up, we started realizing, okay, well, maybe we should start venturing off to our own business, or we had to hustle because the money wasn't trickling down no more. Everything had pretty much stopped. But once you start learning business and you see that, hey, it's not as easy as you think. You know, it's a lot of costs that you have to, you know, pay to be the boss. You know what I'm saying? Like shipping costs, labor costs, there's so many costs, so many things that I didn't know, so many mechanics to doing a business. And yes, it is costly. And sometimes it costs a smaller company a lot more to manufacture or to ship than it does a major company, because they have the revenue. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of people have complained, oh, your lip gloss is a little bit higher. Well, you know, instead of getting upset and getting into a confrontation, I always try to paint the picture so you could completely understand why I'm charging you $3 to $5 more is because it's costing me, you know, at least that much to go ahead and have it shipped, to have it, you know, produced correctly, you know, to get it over here to me and to get it distributed. So, you know, but this goes back to the thing that we were all saying, that we need to spend more money in the Black community. You know what I'm saying?
But I think people like you need to give those kind of spills, because I know a lot of people that want to support Black owned businesses, but they'll say, oh no, their prices is more and they're ridiculous. So I think Black business owners that got merchants to sell need to educate people on why, you know, y'all products may be more than Wung Sao or whoever, Ching Ling and all of them. Well, I guess if we knew, then maybe we'll be more understanding.
Absolutely. And that's their job, because if you own a business, that goes alongside the effective communication. You should be out in the community. You should be out talking to your people. When they come to your booth, when they buy your product, you should be chiming in and telling them how much you appreciate it. If they have a question, I have had young ladies come up to me and say that, oh, this is high, you know, with the nasty attitudes and all of that stuff. And I had to, as a business owner, put my, you know what I'm saying, emotions aside and understand the consumer, because I am a consumer as well. And I had to go the extra step and explain to them why the products are like this and, you know, why things are operating like that. And once I took the extra step and enlightened my sisters, then they understood and they bought one or two more, because they respected how I operated, you know what I'm saying? Because
so that's what we gotta do. We gotta not always get an attitude as a business owner, as a Black business owner. You know, some people are just ignorant to the facts. So sometimes you have to explain, listen, I'm not trying to get over on my people. I'm just trying to make a living. And this is the, you know, the issue X, Y, and Z. And I know most people, we want to support. We see all the entrepreneurship that's going on out here, but sometimes we don't understand the process. So sometimes you got to explain the process and why stuff is going on, like X, Y, and Z. This is why this is that and that. And you probably get more support. You know, I feel like even whoever it is, whether if it's my friends or whatever, even if I think something is overpriced, I would just buy it just to be supportive. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't always think that you're supposed to get a discount because that's your people's or you know them and all that. We got to get out of that kind of mind frame.
That's a whole nother story.
Right.
Well, we only got 2 hours.
That's a whole nother story. Queen. That's
but that goes to show the respect that we have for each other in our community, you know, and how they have done a great job with dismantling our faith and, you know, our respect for one another, that we can't even, you know what I'm saying, break bread with one another without it being feeling like,
you know what,
Black Glory,
you know what, I'm going to say, this is why myself and my partner, Janika Lynch, created the Opulent Lady Business Association, because we have a stigma on this business. We have this stigma also because we also don't know how to own businesses.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to be 100%, and some people may not like it, but I'm going to keep it 100 today. Anybody can open up a business, but can you run a business? And so you can go get products and resell them, but are you really able to level up to be a business woman who's about her business? Because that comes with sacrifice. It comes with learning how to keep quiet. It comes with learning how to talk. It comes with the respect. And that's how you level up to different areas. Just because you own a business doesn't mean, you know, that you don't have to share your money. I don't have to go support if you selling shirts with an attitude, or you selling shirts and you selling shirts and you don't look all. This is one thing my partner says. She says, don't come to my house selling insurance when you coming in this hoopty. Not because I need you in a Benz, but how do I trust you with my money if you going through? Don't become a mental health coach when your brain is jacked up. Just because you can go get certified. I'm sorry, because this is why I created this is why the Opulent Lady Business Association exists, because it's a network of women that wants to grow, and it's global. We got clients in Atlanta, we got clients in New York, but the reality is it's a network of women that's saying, listen, I don't want to do this by myself. And it's not just a Black woman. I don't want to do this by myself. I'm so much better together. I'm so much better when I can learn, because even as a business owner, I still learn from everybody around me. Because if I'm the smartest one at the table, I need to go to the next table. I don't ever want to be the smartest one at the table. Yeah. So that is, we have to learn how to be
or
women
the most successful in business.
One either. I agree. The most successful. If we are, I need to find a new crew. Yeah. We should always be evolving. But when it comes to women in business, I take that very, very serious, because sometimes
I wish we gonna do a whole show on that. But we got one of my guests here that just chimed in. We're gonna go on that, because I'm gonna tell y'all a lot of my experiences. We're gonna come back to that, because it's crazy out here as far as businesses and how it's out in the field operating with your own people in your own color. I'm telling you, when you start getting to next levels and you start branching out into deeper waters,
new line of devils,
changing your trajectory on a lot of this racism and all of this stuff. But I got Queen Ebony. What's up? That's Coach Ebony right there. That's my sister. That's my good friend. Coach
hey ladies,
wonderful.
Y'all ladies looking all fabulous. I'm at work.
Hey, Coach.
That's okay.
How y'all doing?
We good, and you?
Y'all ladies looking all fabulous. I'm looking all rough at work.
You looking like a coach. It's okay. It's okay.
I wanted to keep my mask on. I'm hiding in the fitting room.
So Coach Ebony is, not only my big sis from back in the day, we grew up together, my road dog, but she is pivotal to the brand. Coach Ebony started her dance team, several years ago, based around her beautiful daughter, who is the inspiration of my brand, Tuesday Morning. Tuesday Morning she embodies the spirit of Pretty Princess. She's a wonderful scholar. She's an amazing dancer. She's a gymnast, and just a wealth of talent. And so from the beginning, when the brand started, I pitched it to her, and she has been all in. She has been there from the beginning, painting faces with the brand, believing in the brand, promoting it, having Tuesday Morning and a million photo shoots, just doing everything to help the brand. It's been 3 years that we've been working on it. I just wanted to have her on because she's doing wonderful things with girls on her dance team and her community, and especially with her beautiful and talented daughter. Come on, Coach Ebony, and come in here and talk up.
Okay, I just want to say first, my name is Ebony. I'm the owner of Royal Elite Athletics. I've been dealing with children and girls and got boys as well for the last 8 years. My gym is based out of Atlanta. And yes, my gym was the main focus of my daughter, which is Tuesday Morning. Tuesday, she was my last child, so she was my last hope. And the last of my story, this is all I got. I got to put everything into her. So what I did was change my whole life around and focus on my baby. So that's what I've been doing. I've been working hard on her, and she's an amazing 16-year-old. She's supposed to be on her Black, but again, she's in practice somewhere. Okay. And I texted her and told her to link in as soon as she finished with practice, but she wanted to go practice again today.
Well, I'm super excited. So yesterday, now Tuesday, she's an amazing dancer. You'll see her in the in my blood, sweat, and tears video, the trophy video. You see her on a lot of the pictures and everything. Tuesday is in dance. She's in gymnastics and everything. But recently, what got me so excited and so intrigued, Tuesday has just went into another step in her being a gymnast now. She has started doing floor. What do you call it, Ab? What is she doing?
A floor routine. Floor routines.
Right. So this was sort of challenging the Tuesday because first off, being a gymnast for a young Black girl is far and very few. You know, we just started getting over into that. Remember that being a gymnast is pretty much a Caucasian sport and everything. But Ebony has encouraged Tuesday to do, we don't have no color barriers. We could do whatever it takes. We can get it done.
Right.
We are very powerful. Well, Tuesday had her first challenge with her floor dance, and she was so super excited, and Ebony helped her train and get prepared for it. But she did a tremendous job yesterday. She sent the video, but we wasn't able to upload it or whatever, but I'll send it over to y'all. But Ebony, as a coach, you branching out and going into these deep waters and these deep territory where it's not really our type of sport, and you having to deal. I flew to Florida with y'all on a trip. Y'all let the brand come in, and when we got there, I met a host of wonderful young ladies, other coaches, but you guys were a handful of Black teams out there. How does that set with you? How are you able to handle that? What made you even have the mindset that you could tap into that and y'all taking over? We came home with mad trophies. I'm like, how does that work, Ab?
It works. First of all, you got to go in with your game face, because we already know that all the strikes is against us and our girls. So we come in with our game ready. We already know the propagandas, the games, and all the stuff they play. So fortunately, I'm on both sides of it. I'm on a good side and I'm on a bad side. I got my street part and then I got my business part, which it helps in this field because I know our girls are limited and few, and they try to limit to our girls to certain athletes. They even want to put our girls in basketball. Let's stick to that. No, we want to branch out in the field that y'all keeping us away from, which we know we're excelling at. And I just want my daughter to have all the opportunities as every kid does. That's why I've been driving her to school for the last 10 years, never to school in her district, taking her out of the district and giving her the opportunities that she would have never saw inside her community. So I branched her out and I stayed with it, and I communicate and bond with the people who's in those positions and in those facilities to help me grow. You find very few, but when you find them, they will help you if you ask the right questions and you keep a communication open. And I always get in and find somebody that I could befriend. And I ask all my questions too when I get their number and I communicate on the side. So that's what I do as far as Tuesday. And I just bust her into places where she's very underestimated. And I know with the training that she had, we don't have to do a lot of talking. We just go, okay, just give her the opportunity to try out and do what she needs to do. And everything speaks for itself. See, they don't realize that they see this mother and then they see that child. So they don't know what to expect from, hold up, that's the mother of this child. But then she gets out there and she shows out, they forget this mother. They go, the child. The child becomes the main interest. So that's what I do. I stay level-headed. I take all my medicines I need before I go into the building. And so I'm at a certain level. So I know I just don't go from 0 to 100. It takes a few times. I have to go 3 times. Like, let me see if this is what's going on. But I've had a few challenges where I had to show out, but it didn't matter because I'm gonna stand up for what's right and I'm gonna stand up. I don't care if you disqualify us. I don't care. I'm gonna let you know that not this child you're gonna play with. So, but so far it's getting easier and it's getting better because I guess her skills and her experience is speaking for herself to where now she's getting sponsored for a lot of stuff.
Right. So do you feel at times, it was biased that they put, obstacles and stuff in front of you to try to hold her back. You know what I'm saying? Being
It's
so
still
that you are.
biased. It's still biased because I know just recently at a competition, Tuesday was supposed to perform at, Tuesday perform at the highest of her game. So every season I make her elevate. She would prefer to stay because if she mastered first place in that whole season, she go, why change? I could got first place. I could take your hands down. No, you can't. You need to level up. I level you up. And if you master that, then we keep leveling up. I'm not going to let you sit at one spot. And it was just a facility in North Carolina that Tuesday was supposed to perform at 8:45. They had the girls, they don't have no clothes on. They have their leotards on, their bare feet. The facility actually probably was like 32 degrees inside. And our girls can't take cold.
Right.
So my baby actually didn't perform till 12 o'clock at night. So for 5 hours, she stood in her bathing suit with her toes frozen. And I think it was sabotage. And I knew you knew that them babies was on the side freezing to where their toes was numb, their feet was numb. And when it was time for them to compete, they done froze to damn near.
Right. They had lost the momentum,
They done lost the momentum. They've been freezing.
Down. Right.
They've been naked for 5 hours, standing in the freezing cold. Everybody got on blankets, coats, hats, hoodies, smoke coming out your mouth. And I just so happened I wasn't there at this particular competition. But had I had been there, I would have pulled my child.
Mm-hmm.
I would have pulled my daughter because you're not going to handle her any kind of way. She still ended up competing because Tuesday is the type that don't want to let her team down. She doesn't want to let her coaches down. She definitely don't want to let her mother down. But I would have been down if you would have said, I don't want to do it. She competed anyway. And because she couldn't feel her feet under her, by the time she competed, she came in 5th place. But she said, I know why I came in 5th place because they sabotaged her. And I'm a double check into this facility because it's always some sabotage with them. We're the only Black gym. Let me get that straight. We're the only Black girls
that I want compete. You to say. All right, there we go.
We're the only Black girls that compete in that power tumbling in these facilities. So the last time y'all allowed our girls to do the in the meets, they have 2 passes. You allowed them to do their pass in reverse and not tell them. So when it was time for scoring, you gave them you scratched all of them and gave them zeros. Oh, they did it the wrong way, but y'all allowed them, y'all the judges. That was another time I went off. I said, so now y'all froze them. So now we got to figure out what's going on with them because it's in North Carolina. It's in a certain part of North Carolina. And stuff been said to our girls down there while they was down there trying to compete. So we getting ready to evaluate that particular circuit before we end up with cases down here. Right. And it'd be something bigger than they're gonna make it not about our girls. They're gonna turn it into something different. So I don't think we go into that one again. But yes, we have challenges all the time.
So see, we still experiencing, and on every level, in business, in sports, we still, in 2022, experiencing setbacks and challenges and, some forms of, racism, but it's not as blatant as it was before, but we still know the overall, thing is that. Now, has Tuesday ever, complained about the pressure and everything? I mean, she does a tremendous amount of work. Ebony, she's my niece, she talks to me too and everything, but is it ever a time where she feels like it's overwhelming, to her, that has she ever had a time where she said, Mom, this is too much, I just want to take some time off, had any emotional bouts or anything with
it? Wasn't emotional, but it was times when she go, I do everything. I don't never get to do anything after school. Every day after school is practice. What you want to do? You want to go out with your friends, you want to such and such, but your friends, to me at that time, your friends are not doing anything productive. I don't mind you going out on weekends, but for you to want to stop your career, they don't have one. They don't want to do it. They have the option at home with their mom to say, if they do it 1 or 2 times or do it for a season, they could say, I don't want to do it no more. They don't have that option. I may be wrong and I may be right, but later on I'll figure that out. But right now, you don't have an option.
Listen, you see that with the Jackson, the results of the Jackson and Beyonce and them, they parents was a playing. And look how successful they are.
I don't want her to lose her childhood in it. And I always ask her, it's something else for you to do. And then she'll go, well, do I have a choice? Because lately I haven't been having a choice. So it doesn't matter. You're gonna put me in it anyway. And I said, you're right, I am. But because you're in so much, I don't want to overwhelm you, and I don't want to take your childhood away from you. And I don't want you to lose your damn mind when you get older, like some of the fucking Jacksons, like some of the other people that's teen stars and go crazy. I want you to still be able to fit your kiddie stuff, because Tuesday's a kid. After she done did all that excitement, all that ruckus inside the building, everybody was overwhelming to her. She's very friendly, helpful. She loves to help, but she's also timid. She's not like a bragger. She don't brag. She don't show off. She don't boast. She would never even know. And she go home and play with dolls and Play-Doh.
Yeah,
She's 16 years old.
So that's a challenge of itself for you to keep the balance. That's challenging alone, right?
Yes, to keep the balance. I try to keep her balance. Like this week was the first week in probably like 6 or 7 months that she have had nothing to do after school each day. So I say to her, do you want to go to practice? And she'd be like, yeah, I want to go to practice. So now it's basically, I leave it up to her because now they on her. Now when I put all this work in, now it's not the time for you to want to lax off. I just need to for you to give it your best. Like on the way to the competitions, I always have real talks with her. I don't play no game. You know, people say stuff, you know, people do stuff, you know, regardless of what you do, when you hit that floor, know you're the best. Know I got your back. And regardless, whatever you score or however you do, you're still my number one. I'm your biggest fan. So those few words helps her go out on that floor and be the best she can. And I say, I don't want to overwhelm you with anything. I don't want to take your childhood. Like she had, one of her friends had a Sweet 16 the other night, and she had a competition yesterday morning. And I said, what do you want to do? She was like, well, I do want to go to my friend. I haven't seen her in 4 years. She was my best friend. So I let her go. So I said, okay, I'm gonna leave it up to you to be responsible, to come home, get your rest like you're supposed to, and get up and go. And she did. So, you know, we making it work now.
Right. And so, Coach Ebony, I've seen the sacrifice that you have had to make, you know, the level of commitment and dedication that you have had to, you know, put into this to make, you know, Tuesday successful up to this point. What do you want to say to the other single mothers out there and other mothers who, you know, what advice do you have on, you know, just keep on pushing through? You know, I know it's hard being a single mother. I am one. And you work with a lot of girls, and you orchestrate a lot of dance competitions, do all of these things. You help my brand quite a bit. What advice do you have to those mothers who are sitting here listening, who feel like they are hopeless, it's the end, they can't do anything? What could you give to them?
Only thing I could give it to them is for them to give it to God, because you know my life was a whole totally different life, and I changed my life 360, and I had to put what was important first. And nothing in the street, because that's what I was, in the street. Nothing in the street was more important than my daughter. Like if something happened to me, what's going to happen to my baby? And as far as the dedication, you have to be willing to, I just have wonderful people around me. My job is amazing where they work with me. I come in the door letting them know I have a daughter that's an athlete. I have a team that's a competitive team, and they means more to me than anything. I'm not giving up on them. I'm not letting them down for anything. So if you need me to do this for you, then you're going to have to do this for me. You're going to have to work with me, because I have to sacrifice everything. You have to be willing to take the sacrifice, and don't half step. You just got to put it all in it, because the more you put in it, the more you're going to get out of it. And not chew is really for the child, because I'm not looking for nothing. I'm just looking for my child to get everything she could out of it. And I want her to have fun with it, and I want her to enjoy it. But the sacrifice is, my God, maybe nobody's life was like mine, to where I had to take major, and Black, you know, the major sacrifices I had to take. I took major sacrifices, and my life turned around all the way 360. And all I could do was pray, because I don't know how I would do it if I didn't. And that's the only thing I could say. That's the only thing been carrying me, is him upstairs, because I couldn't even tell you how. And Tuesday costs at least, I spend at least $1,500 to $2,000 a month on her, just athletic training, period. And now she's getting ready in December, she's getting ready to go for the Junior USA. So I can't even imagine how much that's gonna cost, but I don't think about it. I just think about the look on her face when she's a winner, and she takes losing amazing too. I said, you're amazing. You're just amazing.
Right. But you did all of this to secure her future, and so she could live a life that you didn't live. So I commend you for that. That's why I have you on here. And to everyone, this is the pretty box that is from Pretty Princess Cosmetics, and this is my beautiful niece Tuesday morning on here. So she is the face of this brand. She is around her, and I got her box ready, and I'm going to give one of these boxes today to somebody in our audience. I'm going to gift you with a box. Everybody, if y'all want to go ahead and support the brand, who supports young ladies like Tuesday Morning, who supports women in our community like the ones you see on the panel, y'all visit my website at IamPrettyPrincess.me. We are going to be launching Princess Academy, where we're going to be having out in the community. We're going to be teaching young ladies etiquette class. We're going to be teaching them economics and how to start their own business. And if they want to join the winning dance or gymnast team, tell them how to reach you, Coach Ebony.
They can reach me at my telephone number is area code 678-791-2720. You can reach me at my IG, which is Royal Elite Athletics, Atlanta. And you can also reach me at my social media, which is Brooklyn Bomber. At Brooklyn Bomber. That's how you guys can reach me.
All right. It was a pleasure having you on the show. I love
it. Thank
you.
you, Coach.
Thank you, ladies. It was a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you,
ladies. Coach, we praying for you. We got you.
Happy Women's History Month. We out there.
Okay, baby. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me. All right.
All right, girls. So who we got coming in right now? Who that? Pamela? You in? Yeah. Pam.
She's muted.
Unmute yourself, Pam.
Hello.
Hey, Pam.
Hi.
Hey, I don't see
How
her.
you doing, sweetie?
I'm okay. I'm at work. I'm on the ship. So I'm on my break on the side.
All right, no problem. We glad to still have you on the panel. Say hi to Pam, ladies.
Hello, guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
This is author Pamela J, and we are so happy to have her. She is doing a wonderful thing with her Brown Girls movement. I admire Pam because no matter what, she keep on drilling and keep on working at her community. I was so proud of her to see that she has set up a program at an actual school out where she lives at, where she was blessed to embrace and educate a group of young ladies. So Pam, I'm so excited, super proud of you. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about your book, your situation, and what you did with those wonderful girls.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm author Pamela J. 2 years ago, my girlfriend came to me and said that she used to be bullied when she was a kid. And I was kind of surprised because she's of a darker skin than me. And she's beautiful. And I thought never in a million years she would be bullied, but she was bullied. So she said, you should write a children's book. So that birthed all of this. The Brown Girl book, it was a children's book, but I wrote a letter to the girls about being brown and about being beautiful. And that snowballed into a whole brown girl movement where we have characters, and our characters are after the hairstyles that we do, like pigtails, afro puffs, soft curls. So all of the girls have names, but the names mean something, the affirmations. I was blessed to start the program at MS224 in the Bronx, where it was a 15-week program where I taught them how to, talking about to love themselves, how to, they don't have to get a BBL, they don't have to have straight hair, that, love the skin that you're in. So that was basically what the program is about. We have different workshops that we do to build self-esteem, anti-bullying. So it was a great program. And The girls really embraced it. I mean, they were hard. It was tough in the beginning, but at the end, we conquered and we got them to believe that they are loved, believe that they are beautiful. And I'm about to go into another school to do the program again.
Yes.
Yay. So you're saying that, a lot of young girls have been, and a lot of the girls that I work with Trends Renee. You'll be surprised at the amount of young ladies who have been bullied, who have been complexion shamed. I know myself, me being dark, and I was even darker when I was younger. I was black as the back. I had so many people coming at me about the complexion of my skin. I was so bullied about my skin. I was like, why does my skin bother everybody except me for crying?
Hold on, that's a plug for Mijizia Book. Mijizia Book, what? Tell me your plug, girl.
Pretty dark.
That's what I want to see, Mijizia. Come on.
You supposed to plug.
That's what it's going to tell me about that too, Mijizia.
Man, I mean, she said it. It's literally, it's just beautiful to be able to connect with somebody who understands the story. But for me, it was the same. Mine is how I built myself up because I was darker than everybody else, and nobody else thought that this was happening because I did get a lot of compliments of saying how beautiful I was. But everything, it had to start with, oh, she's pretty to be dark skinned. Oh, she's so smart to be dark skinned. Everything was about my skin color.
Yeah. Mijizia and I is childhood friends. And she was one of the prettiest girls in the school. So to hear her that when she be telling that story, I'm like, girl, you was one of the prettiest girls in school. What you mean? People used to say you pretty to be dark skinned. I was so shocked to hear that she was like going through that.
And that was real for me when you said that. And I'm like, wow, like I didn't know that you didn't know. And it was just like, I had been going through this for so long. And so I decided to write a children's book about it, talking about the being bullied and talking about the self-esteem and talking about the colorism as well that was going on in my own community on how, being dark was so different. And then now growing up, I'm now able to see that it's such a slave mentality of that we were really treating each other based off our skin. But at the end of the day, now I understand that even light-skinned people had issues. But for me, I didn't know that. The only thing I knew is I was dealing with the fact that my skin was different and it had represented that I was bad or whatever it was. And now, it made me do everything I needed to do to keep my skin clear, to be able to be smart. I just wanted to be so much better, but it was all because of my skin being dark and I was treated differently. So Pam, shout out.
I want to say something that like Black is another one. Black is my big sister. She used to be, like best friends with my older sister. And it's something like, Mijizia. I don't know. These are some of the girls that helped me with my confidence. Y'all a little bit darker than me, but I always used to thought y'all was fly girls. So I never really experienced that whole, oh, you dark skin and this, that, and the third. I just looked at people like, if she's cute, or he's cute or whatever. But I always often tell Black that too. Black was like an inspiration to me. My sister and I was like totally different. She don't look nothing like me. We don't have the same package or nothing. But Black more as an image of me. She was always thick, always dark skinned, but always was lit. So I was like, no. It's always, it's interesting to hear that people that, like me were looking up to y'all and y'all was still like having some sort of,
And it's the same because I surely knew that I looked up to Black, because me living on Eastern Parkway and her having the towers locked down, growing up, like for her to be dark and she was just so out there was like her freedom, her expression, she was the flyest girl on the block to me. So it was like, that's my fam. Like that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at, when people didn't understand it. And it was like, wow, she gave me that inspiration that number one, I was beautiful because it was people like you who always told me that I was beautiful. But then, like I said, you became like, yo, she's the bomb. She's making moves. And there was no fear. There was a confidence about you that people couldn't stand at some point. They weren't intimidated by your, they was intimidated by your confidence. And that's one thing that you displayed, even though we can do that and still be hurting inside. So kudos to you for, paving the way.
You gave us the confidence that we have to this day.
Facts.
Oh, well, I appreciate you ladies. And let me tell you something. it didn't come easy. And that's to all my beautiful princesses out there. You know, you are going to definitely face challenges. Everybody is not gonna like you. You're not gonna be pretty to every young lady out there. People may not say pretty things to you. Bad things may even happen to you, but it is your responsibility as a princess to take up your own crown and make sure that if it falls off, that you fix it. Because no matter how many times people said I was ugly, I was black or whatever, you couldn't tell me in my head that I wasn't the prettiest crispy
You were,
chicken,
you were.
piece of chicken out here, okay? For some reason, and I praise God for this, for never, you know, letting those words break me down. Yes. So, and that came from being raised by beautiful queens like my grandmother. She a very virtuous woman, you know, a very God-fearing, hardworking, praying woman who always instilled the beauty of God in me, not just, you know, any beauty. You know, she was a true devout Christian and a prayer warrior and all of that. So kudos to my grandmother and thank y'all for that. And I admire all of you sisters. All of y'all are beautiful. And the good thing about Black is that it comes in all shades, sizes, and colors. We have to realize that we are not a culture that everyone looks the same. So beauty is so prevalent in our community, and this is why we're doing something
too. You see how it's all full circle too. Yo, you see how you could be inspiring people and not even know it. You was an inspiration to both me and Mijizia and didn't even know it. And now we are all full adults sitting here networking, talking about all that. And you don't know how we are influencing some other people that's underneath us.
We are. And that is the whole thing about that. Now, Pamela, unmute yourself and tell them how they can reach you before I bring in my new guest. Hi, Shonda. Hi, Kat.
Hi.
Hey, Princess. All right, Pam, you there? Come on and tell them how they get your book and how they reach you and how they get some of those beautiful dolls.
Okay. You can reach me at abookadream.org, or you can on my Facebook, Instagram, I'm author Pamela J. Hayes. Or you can call me at 914-888-4401. And those are all the ways you can get me to get the book. On the website, everything about me and the program. If you want the program in your school, if you want the dolls, all of that is on my website.
All right. Good stuff.
Hold on. So what about your clothes? Don't you sell brown girl clothes as well?
Yes, right. It's all on the website. Thank you, Fatima. It's all on the website.
I got you, sis. Y'all all forget about y'all plugs, but I'm here.
We love you. We love you.
Love you for that.
I love y'all too.
Everything that I sell, everything that I do, any speaking engagements, everything is on that website, abookadream.org. My brown girls pop up, the mirror of all the brown girls pop up. You can get in contact with me from there. You can go to the Etsy store to get everything that I sell and I do from that shop. So I thank you for having us, and happy Women's Month to all of you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We celebrating women all month, y'all.
Yes.
We're gonna be annoying.
Yes.
We appreciate you coming, Pam.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies. Have a good
one. All right, sis. Later. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. You unmuted, Queen, over there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hey.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
We're doing good. So everyone on the panel, sisters, we want to welcome Kat. Kat is one of our supreme momagers. She wears so many hats. She's just a beautiful personality, a beautiful lady.
I thought that was two little girls. Like, I did not know that was a mom right there.
Thank you.
No, I'm not just saying. I'm dead serious. Thought it was like two little girls from your one of your programs or something. Wow, you are.
Thank you. Black moms matter.
Black moms matter.
And she got a little island in her, so you know how that go.
Y'all looking like sisters. I thought y'all was sisters or something.
Thank you.
So Kat is a momager, and that's her daughter, Anaya. And Anaya is
Hi.
She's a beautiful, she's been working with the brand for quite a while too. She does a lot of modeling with us. She does a lot of promos. She's just a blessing to have. She's a outstanding model. She's a great, community activist. She has her own clothing line. She just does so much. So go ahead. We are so happy to have y'all, and they're big supporters of the brand. It's not a moment that they're not wearing Pretty Princess. They're on the runway at Fashion Week in New York. She got on the lashes. They supporting it in Fashion Week. Everything she does, and they do so many things. They have supported and made this brand last for 3 years. Go ahead and tell them all about y'all beautiful selves, Kat. Come on in.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Shonda. Everybody calls me Kat. I'm a stylist, a momager, a creative director. So I do a lot of background work for like photo shoots, music videos. I just branched off and did my first clothing line, representing this one called Remixed by Kat. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook as well, where you can follow my products. I do glam shields, keeping us safe during COVID. So I'll bling out the face shields. But a lot of times I'm mostly wearing the hat of momager. I have 3 kids, Javon, who's just turned 22, Anaya, who will be 14 next month, and Sky, who's 8. And I help book them for photo shoots, music videos, movies. Me and the girls actually just completed a movie called A Place for Gloria, and it premieres next month on the 23rd. So we're just busy out here working.
Yeah.
Now, Kat, you and Mijizia, I don't know how y'all do it, because you guys are glorious in every right. Not only are y'all momagers and doing all this stuff, you are married, okay? You have a beautiful relationship, both of y'all, with your husbands. Y'all are out here on the front line every day, speaking, going before the public, all of that. You are managing your kids. I see them rapping. I see them in videos. I see them in movies. How the hell do y'all have time for yourself? How are y'all able to keep all of this together and still look this good? I gotta hear it from y'all.
Listen, I'll be teetering on the...
Come on, Kat. Come on.
We work hard, to try to keep it together. Like I was just now talking to Anaya about that schedule. We have to make time for everything. That is key, whether it's in the household, whether it's outside in the community, whether it's on the runway schedules. Keeping time management is so important. So, that's what helps. Keeping things organized. Yeah.
You said it. It has to be. I mean, that is the key. And people laugh all the time, Kat, because they say, like, for instance, yesterday, right, I had 2 wig changes, 3 events from 12 p.m. to 12:30 at night. And I'm normally not up that late, but on a regular day, and I don't play that with my boundaries about my sleep.
Don't call her either.
You already know. So, okay, I'm in the bed at 9 and I make it clear, like, don't call me after 9. But like you said, time management is everything. And I say, Kat, if it's not on my schedule, it can't get done. And sometimes that could be the kid or something. Like, I'm just saying, if it's not on the schedule, it can't get done. But I also schedule time for me, for my mental health, for my self-care. Because if there's nothing in there for me, then I can't give from an empty cup to everybody else. So time management sheet, I have a simple sheet. It's nothing but a clock every half an hour. I got to fill it out every Sunday. So go ahead with your bad self, because I know what it is. And we take this very serious.
Absolutely. That was very well said. Like, you got to check it off as you go, so that way And with 3 kids, sometimes Anaya may have 3 events. Then Sky is scheduled on the other side of town for her photo shoot. Then my son later on that night may have a performance. Like last weekend, that was my weekend. That was one day. So, you're constantly running, getting things done. But if you don't have a schedule and it's not set in black and white, you're not going to remember everything. I'm
gonna say eat well too. What we eat makes a difference too, because we can't be exhausted when we running and moving and chucking and giving everybody else. So, that was just another little throwing it in there, making sure we get the proper rest, self-care, and making sure that we're trying. We don't always do it right. I'm gonna speak for myself. but what we eat makes a big difference just as well. But time management, ladies, time management.
Right.
Now, I'll say
Okay.
this, I am guilty with the team no sleep. When I tell you I'm working 24/7, sometimes when people say, hey, how do you do it? Sometimes I'm up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, helping design a dress, helping do this, do that. Now, I do have cutoff times.
Okay.
There's
Good.
only certain people that
Good.
know, okay, they can reach me after a certain time. But
Good.
I try to work on those boundaries too, where I'm like, okay, time to shut it down. But I'm
Yeah.
team no sleep. I'm working around the clock.
Now,
Sorry to cut
Kat,
you off.
with that being said, you know, all that you do and everything, have you, you know, what kind of pressures, like, I mean, the stuff that I seen you accomplish, I'm like, how the heck could you, you know, do all of this? I mean, do you, you know, like, have you had any fears? Has it been a point where emotionally you was just like, look, I'm over it, it's too much, you know, I want to stop? Like, what is your motivation? What keeps you going?
Because I know I have little ones looking up to me. So I'm always on go, trying to lead the way and show them a good example. So there's no room for fear. There's no room to say, I just want to sleep in. I got to give up right now. There's no room for that because I don't want to be a bad example. So never, never, never. I'm team go at all times. You know, of course, we're only human, so we do get tired. But like I said, I have to be a good example. So what I preach, I practice what I preach.
All right. I love it. Nana, hi, beautiful.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Look at you. You're getting so tall and big and pretty, just flourishing out there. So I love a lot of you guys gotta follow them because they celebrate Women's History Month. They do a lot of Black empowering stuff and they get in costume. I mean, if you look at the flyer, I mean, they are true African.
What is the name on
Yes.
Instagram?
How do we
Give me
find
your
you?
information, Kat.
You can follow me on Instagram at Anaya Sims Models, ANIYAH Sims Models. And my clothing line is Nana's Closet with a K.
What did you
So
say?
tell us about that, Nana. How's that been going? Oh no, go ahead.
ANIYAH Sims SIMS Models. And then Nana's Closet with a K. NYNY Closet with a K.
Okay.
So tell us how that's been going, Anaya.
It's actually been going pretty good. I actually launched my brand at the Fox Theater recently. So I'm very proud about that. So I'm glad that I'm going somewhere with my clothing line because that's something I actually enjoy.
So how long have you been modeling, Princess?
I've been modeling for 4 years now, 4 or 5 years. So it's been professionally, but when I was little, I've been a model at heart.
She said when she was little.
Right, she a big girl.
How old are you now?
I'm 13. I turned 14 in April. I'm an Aries.
Okay.
All right.
You're a teenager now.
She's an Aries.
You right little. Now you're the big girl now. Right?
Anaya, give us that Instagram again. I want to make sure we have it.
ANIYAH Sims SIMS Models. And Nana's Closet, NYNY Closet with a K. And Nana's with the S.
You got it.
She has some beautiful pictures on there. She is really a real model.
Yeah,
very beautiful.
Very talented young lady. So now you do so much. You are always, you know, modeling, dancing, such a big talent. You do so much stuff as well. Tell me, I mean, how do you pull all of this off? You never, you know, you're not a timid personality. You always, you know, embody this beautiful spirit full of smiles, but never do I see you you know, tired or down. Never scared, always, you know, always out there. How is that? Now, tell me about that.
Okay, the key is to think positive about everything, your surroundings, think positive. There's always going to be a positive energy. If you put as much as you do, how do I put this? What I usually do is I take out all my emotions when I dance and when I model. So it's like all the negative energy just flows off of me because that's something I enjoy doing. So it's like, I don't know, it's just so like fun. It's
You go,
you
girl.
mistake muted.
You went muted. You got me ready to go be a model. You
Right.
got me excited with that smile on your face. You got me ready to go expand.
Anaya, is there age or weight like limit? Like, am I too old or big to get in there?
No.
Okay. You think I can make it? Look.
Please don't encourage her.
Don't gas me out. Don't gas
My
me
sister,
out.
She's only 26, Anaya.
She's only 26. You still got, yes.
Come do a photo shoot with us.
Yeah, and if you guys seen the Christmas catalog that we had with the lip gloss, I gotta thank Kat, because y'all know I be having so much stuff to do with the boys and I'm in another world with this, that, and the third. It's just too much for me. I get overwhelmed easy. So I called up my girl Kat. I'm like, Kat, the brand needs some holiday photos. She's like, oh, I got you. Don't worry, darling. That girl, I shot her the money. She had that whole layout. She had Sky. Have you seen them Christmas pictures? That was her other daughter. How old is Sky?
Sky's 8. She's coming.
Sky,
I just heard her.
Yeah, Sky is the bomb.
So you be teaching Sky the works too, Anaya? You be teaching Sky the works too, like how to do it?
No, she's a natural. She's a
natural. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Sky, she there?
Hi, Sky. How you doing?
Sky.
Princess Sky.
Hi, Princess.
How you doing?
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good.
You and your big sisters in the modeling game, huh?
Yeah.
You like it? Okay.
You think Sky, you think you can teach me, and you can teach me and Queen some moves? Okay. I can't wait to come out there and see you.
You gonna teach us how to walk and pose and everything? Like you could teach her with these old dogs some new tricks.
Oh, shucks.
She will do it, and she has done it. She will take you in the room at the studio, and she will help teach you how to pose and walk.
Listen, don't send me an invoice later, Sky. I teach you, but I'm gonna have to charge you.
She gonna send that invoice once you blow up. So once you do something else, she gonna say, I started
when she was
that.
an amateur, I taught her. All right, I got you, Sky.
I'm telling you, Sky has evolved, because the first time I had met Sky was when Anaya had came to one of the photo shoots for Pretty Princess. She did some photos, and we asked Sky if she want to be a part of it. And Sky was like, nah, let her have it. But the next time I seen Sky, I'm like, dang, Sky.
She was ripping the runway.
What? Sky is on fire now. I'm like, wait a minute.
Definitely came out of her shell, because Sky was so quiet. But watching Anaya, just one day she said, I want to model. And I said,
no, I watched you.
You watched me too?
Oh,
well,
I love it.
So who knew? But she did tell me one day, she said, Mommy, I want to model. I said, you sure? She said, yes. I said, well, people are going to watch you, because she normally would hide from people. And it was like, she's been doing it for years. You shy? But how about on the runway? Are you shy on the runway?
Oh, shucks.
So, she loves it.
Skylar is the main person that makes me not shy.
Oh, I love it.
They
So
both
Shonda,
amazing.
A lot of Black mothers, and a lot of times in our Black community, when our kids come to us and they make the decision that they want to go a different route in life, we're preached to go to school and do all of that. How did you make the determining factor to say, I am going to let my kids live out their dreams?
Well, that's key, because I always had support from my mom in my career choices. I was always on the stage. I always wanted to model. I always wanted to dance and act. I always had that support system. Of course, she pushed nursing at one point. Of course, but she would ask, what is it you enjoy doing? Because once your child has that support, no matter what it is, they're going to go hard because they know they have that support system, So that's what I do with them. Whatever they're into. At one point, my son wanted to be an architect.
What's up?
Of course.
Mom, what is that?
1 second. So, of course, that's every mother's dream. Ooh, he gonna build me a house. He's, And then he went into.
We started doing the calculations in our head already.
Right, I just knew. But then he went into photography, and then he started getting creative with writing, and then he started rapping. I have to support his dream, And once we started doing that, my husband and I, he's knocking out songs left and right. And I'm like, where did that come from?
How old is he?
He's 22.
Oh my, this girl got a 22-year-old.
Yes.
When I'm thinking you was her, Anaya's sister. Wow.
I just turned 41 in December.
Wow. You older than me. I'm 26.
Oh Lord, ain't nobody got
beautiful queen.
Yeah, don't you?
Yes,
ain't nobody gonna live.
I just be hanging out with these old heads.
Yep, she does.
What's gonna happen is you're just gonna freeze right here.
Yeah,
after that.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
We also talk about the person behind your shirt, Black Mothers Matter.
Yes, well, about 2 years ago, Anaya came out with her Black Lives Matter line, and she decided she wanted to talk. Skype. That's Miss Sky with the doll in the camera. Excuse me. She decided she wanted to do a line for Black Lives Matter, so she did Black Love Matter. She did Black Fathers Matter, Black Mothers Matter, Queens Matter. And those were things that was very important to her because she decided to do a dance for Black Lives Matter. And she was actually bullied on the 4th of July, where from grown adults who did not believe in Black Lives Matter. So she wanted to express herself and come out with this line as a slap in the face, if you know what I mean, because it's something that is important. We do matter. And that was something that was very important to her. So she came out with that line about 2 years ago. She's done several things since, but this one was very important to her. So
were you there when she was bullied by these adults?
Well, it was online. It was cyberbullying, and she did bring it to my attention. So, of course, I got on their case after it allowed me to, because it happened on Facebook. And because our accounts are linked, I couldn't say anything because it was under hers. And then I had to go under her dad's page and comment under it. But they were just sharing the post. It was kind of going viral, but in a negative way. Because they felt like, Black people don't matter, all people matter. And the lady was very ignorant. And Anaya just said to them, it's funny how a 12-year-old have more common sense than you. And I said, wow. She's got it. She's on the phone with Dad right now, sorry. Can we go on mute real quick? Daddy's trying to talk. Give me 1 second. Dad is in San Diego working, so give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Go ahead, ladies.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that interesting? Look at that. Black Mothers Matter, huh? We don't see that often, huh?
We matter.
Right. But I like everything that she said, even the Black Fathers Matters, all that. All those t-shirts is good. She gotta put the information on how one can buy those t-shirts, because that's a good look.
Yeah, it's definitely a good look, and it's very pivotal. And I like it because the headline of it is Black Lives Matter. But underneath that, all of those are pivotal to the whole Black Lives Matter movement, because
and then they got the crowns on it, because we all wear crowns.
Correct.
Oh, you off of mute. So how can someone get these t-shirts if they want it?
Let's see that.
Can you see it? I don't know how to. Oh wait. Flip it. Yeah.
Because I have a Black son. Wow.
Oh yeah, those are dope.
Thank you.
So how can
So
one
how do we get those, Shonda?
Yes. What did you say? Oh, she's trying to flip it for us.
Get a flip.
We see Sky Doll. Okay, we getting back somewhere.
Okay, here we go. I'm back.
Go ahead. What was you saying, Fatima? Ask her again.
I said, how can one get that? Some of these T-shirts. How can we order some?
You can inbox us on Nana's Closet.
Okay.
Or on my page, and we can do it. A lot of people confuse her line with creating their ideas, but we have a set of items that we promote, and that's what we sell.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you notice, she has this shirt with her little lion with her, but this one says "We are Queens."
Mm-hmm. Oh, I need to get me a couple of these shirts.
Oh, put it on my head. Well, I'm just trying to show them the pearls. Show them the pearls, and it's accented with pearls.
Oh, that is beautiful. That is
so
beautiful.
You know,
See?
everything that she does, it has to have some type of crown or glitter or pearls. Mm-hmm. You know, because
as she
my
should.
mom, yes, queens, and my mom is a Gemini, and her birthstone is pearls. So a lot of times, both of our lines will have some form of an accent with a pearl because it has some type of meaning behind it. Mm-hmm.
Love
Excellent,
it.
Beautiful.
Well, we are
Keep
so glad
working,
to have
ladies.
y'all.
Keep working.
Yes, we so glad that y'all out there. Thank y'all for so long for supporting the brand. Thank y'all for coming on. Make sure, Kat, you give them how to reach you on your Instagram and how to reach you. So if they need you and you guys for any events, any designers, any performances, how do they reach you?
Yes, you guys can reach me at KitKat1204. So it's Kit, K-I-T-T, Kat, K-A-T-T, 1204. That's on Instagram. And my business page is Remixed by Kat.
Okay.
By Kat with a K.
By Kat 1204. One second. Can you pull up your Instagram? Stop it. Why are you on Instagram? You just told me to put it. I'm just trying to do it. Yeah, it's Remixed by Kat _ Remixed by _ Kat, K-A-T-T. Sorry about that.
Okay. Remixed by _ Kat, K-A-T-T.
Yes, and that's where you can find like the glam shields. I try to promote like the photo shoots that we do.
Mm-hmm.
I work under the business of Colorful Creations, where we train models. Excuse me. Sorry. Get on this side so that way they can see me. Where we train models. We're based in Marietta.
Okay.
And what ages are the girls that you work with? So in case, and we're going to post some stuff to my page, but in case they want to know, they want to sign up with you and, get some model training and all of that. What ages are you working with now?
So we have the angels, the colorful angels, which from 3 to 18.
Okay.
And then we have Colorful Creations where it's 18 and up. So yes, my ladies, you can come and model, do some fashion shows. If you need any insight on, confidence building or anything like that, I'm here to help.
Oh, well, we love you, Kat. I love you girls. You and Nana have been a great asset to me. I appreciate all of y'all support and promoting the brand. Oh, and you too, Sky, because you killed the Christmas photo shoot, looking like a little angel. All right. So we so glad to have you, Kat. Thank y'all for stopping by. If y'all want to reach out to her, and hopefully you can link up with these queens too, that y'all could collaborate on some things so we can
I just started following
and doing all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. All right, now we got Princess Tuesday is here. We're gonna hear from Tuesday herself, and we're gonna be closing out. Tuesday, unmute yourself.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye. Talk to y'all soon. Tuesday, unmute yourself.
Yes.
I can't see you, Tootie. Hey.
Hey,
Hello.
Tuesday.
You moving around. I can't see you. You need to sit still. Where are you?
Tuesday, thanks for checking in on us on this Sunday, even though, you know, you only rock on Tuesdays.
Okay.
What's going on, Tootie? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Everybody else, how are y'all?
We're doing great as well.
We can't see you. I don't know what you're doing Tuesday,
We
but
were
I can't see you.
talking about you earlier. We had your mom on here.
Oh, yeah.
What does that mean? Oh, okay. So how's it been going? I heard some wonderful things. So yesterday, you had the big, was it yesterday was the big competition?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I seen you on the floor. That was your first time on the floor, huh?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel, niece?
Scared.
Were you nervous? Or you were scared?
Yeah, very nervous. Yeah, very nervous.
But you nailed it. You were going with confidence and grace and everything. It's almost like you were a different person. How does that go? You say you're nervous, but I couldn't tell in that performance. What's that about?
So basically what I do is I act like I'm nervous at first, but once I get on the floor, I just act like I'm performing for my celebrity crushes. And like
celebrity crushes. Who's your celebrity crush?
Oh, BTS, ATs, Stray Kids, Michael B. Jordan, Niall Horn.
That's a lot.
The list is long. It's a long
The list is
So
long.
the only, y'all know I'm old. The only one I know is Michael B. Jordan. The rest of them is like, who is these people?
I like BTS.
You like BTS?
Chinese?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Who's your bias?
You know them, April?
I know BTS because that's a K-pop band.
Yeah.
And I'm really big.
Go, April.
You know, April from that generation, I think almost. I don't know.
I don't know none of them people.
I know them in Dallas. Listen to that. So, Princess, we were talking about how you yourself and some of your accolades had, you know, influenced the brand. You know, you on a pretty box. You're mostly the face of the brand. Talking about all your talents and everything, and all the stuff that you be doing. Now, have you yourself ever experienced bullying? Have you ever felt, you know, no, you haven't.
No.
What are some of the things that you've been pressured by? You know, anything, you know, okay, so we haven't had any bullying because your mom's a bully. Now let me stop.
Yeah.
And we know she ain't gonna let you get bullied. So we
Right.
already know.
Just
I don't know why I asked you that. But
and we know why.
Yeah, now we know we ain't gotta worry about that. But like, you know, you do all these wonderful things, and I know, you know, you're completely human, you know, but it's a lot of young girls out here who want to get off into some of the dance and some of the gymnastics and everything, and they may not be feeling pretty enough, or they may not have the confidence or anything. You know, what could you give to them? Because I mean, you do so many wonderful things, and you know, what could you tell them to help, you know, help them if they want to try to do some of the things that you're doing?
I will tell them the same thing my mother tells me. Do your best. Suck it up. You know what you can do. Don't let nobody change your mind. You know what you can do. And don't let nobody else affect that. And what I will tell them from my own point of view, do what I do. Act like you're dancing in front of your celebrity crush. I do it all the time. Like you're in a room by yourself. Like I try out if you want to backup dance. Say if you like Beyonce, you better go out there and act like you're auditioning for Beyonce. That's how I do. I auditioned for BTS though. You sent him down there.
I'm with you on that one.
Mm-hmm. Because you know they call me Beyonce at work.
They call you what?
Beyonce. Instead of Beyonce fee, because I'm for Team Up Beyonce, because I come with my different wigs on. They don't know what I'm giving them. They're like, okay, Beyonce, you know, I'll be like, yes.
Look, I got a little BTS for you Tuesday.
Okay, a little BTS, let's see.
Man, Tootie, I wanted you to give us some dance moves.
I know the choreography, but I'm in the car right now. That's my man, Jungkook. That's my man.
Hey, see?
What's his name?
That's my jam.
His name is Jungkook. His birthday is September 1st.
John.
Oh no, she knows his birthday and everything.
We have Michael Jackson poster. She got Jung Cook.
Michael Jackson poster too. I have a BTS poster.
I
didn't
have no Michael Jackson poster Tuesday.
I got you Tuesday.
Them old heads was with Michael Jackson now. I had Nelly and Tupac and shit.
Please.
You had who?
At 26 years old.
Go ahead, April. I know you got some good questions to ask Tuesday.
Yo, I can't wait for Tima today. Yes, I do have a question for Tuesday. What are some of the, I know you do gymnastics, and I actually was just watching some of your videos, and my God, you are talented But your mom was explaining to us that sometimes you go to these competitions and they're not necessarily.
It's not even him yelling. He said
so how do you handle going to competition?
Y'all got something too loud Tuesday. Hold on. I don't know what y'all got.
Breaking up. I was trying to hear it.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I was just asking, how do you go when you go to some of these competitions that don't necessarily promote that they are set up for girls that look like you? How do you tend to handle that particular backlash that you might receive there, or how do you handle the non existence of support from those types of places?
So basically, the white people. I've dealt with that. I've dealt with that a lot of times. Definitely when we go.
This is Ebony's daughter.
Yeah, when we go to like Tennessee and stuff, like the racist places, definitely because my tumble team's an all black team. We deal with that kind of stuff. You know, we know that's not the score we normally receive. So I really just brush it off and be like, okay, I know what team beat me, so I'll be looking for you next time, so I can actually show you with the correct people that judge us correctly and show you that you can't beat me. I just look forward to see them again and just do what I always do and beat them again and again and again and again. And they can't beat me with tumbling or in a fight. So,
all right.
We see why she's the face of my brand, right? Now we see why. Okay. Go ahead, April. Mijizia, anybody have a question for Tuesday?
I'm scared. You're very socially conscious. Like you're very, you're very aware of what's happening in the world and stuff like that. How is that because of your mom or because of your kids, or?
It's my mom. Like she raised me like that. She always told me, watch your surroundings, pay attention to where you're going, watch who you're hanging around, don't do peer pressure, a whole bunch of stuff like that. So I just grew up on that, and now that's just how I am. You know, I'm like my mother's little her without all the violence, but I can get there without all that. So yeah. So I basically
we just need you tumbling Tuesday. We just need you tumbling. We don't need
my best.
Violence. We are BTS lovers. We just need that.
Army.
So Tuesday, before I get out of here, because I have to go, I wanted to just ask you, what would you say? I'm in Maryland. What would you say to girls who want to level up and really want to take this thing serious? Give me a few words on what would you say to that girl?
I'll say, if you do it, you take it seriously. Do your best, and if it comes to tumbling, if you want that skill so bad, just go for it. I be telling the girls at my gym that all the time, because they look up to me because I'm one of the nicest in the gym, and I have one of the highest skill levels.
Okay.
So I just tell them, I be like, if you want it that bad, you do it, and don't say can't, because you're gonna like make yourself say you can't do it. So if you believe that you can do it in your heart and in your brain, you can do it. You just gotta.
I love it. Yes. Fire. I'm just sorry, ladies, that I have to go, but Tuesday I'm
tell
looking
them how
forward.
they reach you and all of that stuff before you go, Mijizia.
I can't wait to meet you in person Tuesday. I can't wait to come out in 2022 and come and see you perform. I'm gonna make it happen. All right. Your on is gonna make sure I know I'm getting there at some point this year. I thank you ladies. Oh my gosh, April, Black Glory, Queen, all the special guests for having me, man. I'm so excited. I got so much work to do with these ladies. So many collaborations in 2022. Okay, we're gonna make it happen. And for those of you who don't have my information, you can, yes, exactly. With my 26-year-old childhood friend, we're about to get it popping. Okay, all right. So I love you so much. Just Mimi 1979 on Instagram, or you can reach me at The Wellness Purse on any social media. The Wellness Purse is my company. You see my name in the chat, Mijizia Green. You can reach me there. But again, The Wellness Purse, everything mental health, from books to speaking engagements to more. Reach out to me and get the book. But Tuesday, you are super duper dope. You are amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. And again, I'm about to jam to some BTS while I get ready for my next engagement. And you are in my heart, in my prayers, and I can't wait to come and meet you.
Thank you, sis. Thank you, mental motivator.
I love you guys.
Love you more.
All right, Queen, tell them how they can reach you.
Thank you, babes.
Tell them how they can reach you, Queen.
Who, me?
You,
Queen.
Beyonce.
Oh, okay. Those of you guys that might be new or watching this on what do you call that? YouTube. You can follow me at Brooklyn Fatima on IG, or Uncensored _ don't give me the line.
Come on, 26-year-old.
Uncensored show on IG. And then there's Fatima McNair on Facebook, which is PHATEMA McNair, MCNAIR on Facebook, and Fatima, Brooklyn Fatima, Brooklyn FATIMAH on IG, and _ Uncensored show on IG. And I'm also, my podcast come on every second and fourth Sunday from 7 to 9 on live on the Sador radio station. And I also go live on all of my social media pages. So those guys who don't catch my show live, y'all can always go catch the replay on the Sador SADIOR radio YouTube channel page, which this show will also be uploaded to.
All right, April, tell them about you.
Yes, so y'all can follow me at April's Corner _ _ and that's APRILSCORNER _
Hold on, slow down, sis.
I'm sorry, APRILSCORNER _ and that's on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Also too, I'm April B. I'm your favorite media maven. So I have my own radio show, which comes on DLE Radio. Y'all can check that out every Tuesday at 8 p.m. And then we run it back every Thursday at 5 p.m. If you're looking for an event host or anything like that, please reach out to your girl. I would love to come. I do everything from parties, the weddings, to club hostings, all of that stuff. I'm also a writer, so I write for a couple of websites, musicexclusives.com, Media Girls Network. And yeah, so that's about it.
That's a lot. We working out here, huh?
She will be working with Pretty Princess and getting this
Pretty Princess, Glorious Cosmetics. I'm forever indebted to them, and listen, she's gonna call me regardless, and I'm always gonna be there. So just let me know.
I love it. And Tootie, Tootie, you have your Instagram or Facebook?
I only have Instagram.
All right, tell them your Instagram handle, Princess.
My Instagram is ok.tootie, which is spelled TUTI.
All right.
That's really it. Y'all had a lot of stuff.
And when's your next competition? What you doing next?
My next competition is on March 30th for gymnastics.
All right. Well, we wishing you the best. We're so glad that you came on. We love your confidence, your power, and everything. You keep that up good. You keep breaking those barriers. You keep on competing and pushing forward in the territories and areas that they don't want to, allow us in. That's just monumental within itself. You made Auntie super proud. It's just an inspiration when I watch you on that dance floor and out there is just also amazing. I held you when you first came out. To see you come this far and with this much energy and with this much intelligence and this much confidence, it's just amazing. That's the power of God and everything. Well,
I'm very impressed by your confidence, Tuesday. That's very important, to be confident in this world, this so uninsuring era. You know, for you to have confidence in yourself, that is the most, you know, the most important thing. It's not about how other people see you, it's how you see yourself. So always see yourself in the highest, you know, regards. And other people will see you the same.
Thank you.
Yes. And that's all of you guys, all of you ladies embody a certain level of confidence. I'm very proud of you, Queen. I'm proud of you and your podcast and everything that you've been doing, that you have gotten your vision. You going strong. You got some new things coming up that's under the wraps. And I'm super excited to see, you know, all of that manifest. You have been working very, very hard and diligent. You've been a great asset to me and the brand as well, always promoting, always buying, always supporting. And I really appreciate you for that. Thank you so much for your love and
I appreciate you too. And April, we're going to have to collaborate.
Absolutely. Please. Yes, I welcome all collaborations. I'm super women empowerment. Whatever we got to do to elevate each other is all in my bones. So please, I'm about to follow everybody right now, and we gonna work. Like, we gonna work.
So I don't know what you're doing next Sunday, because we're gonna have to continue this conversation. Black have to be on here, because we didn't even get to the meat and the potatoes. No,
let's save it for your show. So let's get on your show.
On my show. Yeah. Whatever it is, the 4th Sunday of this month. It could, you know, it's because we still celebrating Women's History Month. So you could come on if you're free, and we could continue this conversation.
This is the 3rd Sunday, so next Sunday would be it.
Yeah, not this Sunday. Today's the
3rd. Yeah.
Okay, so next Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, next Sunday.
You hold on, Fatima, with this 26-year-old mind.
Don't do that. Look, this grape juice got me a little tipsy.
I'm not fooling with her. But yes, next Sunday, let's get to the meat of it. We kept it classy and we kept it princess. But next Sunday, let's get on. Let's go back so we could talk how Fatima want us to talk. Okay.
I'm Uncensored. We kept it cute today, right, but we coming with the unfiltered topics and uncensored topics on Uncensored next Sunday from 7 to 9. So everybody check in.
I'm down.
Pull up.
Yes. Now, everybody, y'all go get y'all some goodies. If y'all chime in, follow me. Everybody that's on this, go to Black_Glory. Y'all could DM me. DM me how y'all think. I'm gonna gift one of y'all beautiful young ladies a pretty box. It's gonna be full of goodies, lashes, everything. Tootie, look at you up here. Look at
That's
Tootie.
me.
Yes, y'all go ahead. Black_Glory, or y'all could go on the princess page. That's pretty princess_cosmetics. Either of those. We got some new stuff coming up. We got pretty hair. We are going bananas in 2022. They tried to play me in the beginning of 2022 with the loss of my beautiful mom, my soldier, but that ain't going to set us back now. We're going to keep on pushing forward. Just like my mama told me, you better suck it up and keep on pushing. You could do it. You're going to get this done. It's not too much. You got to keep going. My mom was the same way Tuesday mom is, militant and good with it. So we're going to keep going. We got pretty hair coming up where we are encouraging young ladies. I noticed, and even I wear wigs, we wear wigs, but it's getting a little excessive when you have 12-year-old girls with wigs on and all that kind of stuff. I know they wear lashes and all of that, and I sell all of that stuff. That's cool. But really, we're going to try to bring it back to ponytail. So we got the ponytail line. We got pretty hair. We got Sleep Pretty with our onesies and our sleepwear line. We're gonna get us some fuzzy little teddy bear slippers and all the little cute girl stuff, but it goes over to the queens too. So we got all of that coming. We're gonna update The website is IamPrettyPrincess.me. We got some new glosses coming. We're gonna re-add the Breonna Taylor. We're gonna get a lip gloss that's gonna be in remembrance of Ma'Khia Bryant and some of the other ladies that lost their lives due to police brutality, all of that kind of stuff. We're gonna continue this on show Queen Show. That's the Uncensored show. That's gonna be Sunday. I think hers start at 7 o'clock. It's gonna be on Sador Radio as well. Y'all download the app. Oh, thank you, Queen.
You know,
y'all
I had to
download
go
the
find
app for
something.
Sador Radio.
This is something from the Pretty Princess line.
Yeah, that's some of the handmade gloss. So we got a lot of new stuff coming up. Go ahead and get y'all some sleepwear. Mainly y'all can inbox me on Facebook or DM me on Instagram. We got a few things on our website, but our whole catalog is not on our website. You know, I'm a saleswoman by trade. I will shoot you some pictures. I will talk you through it. Any questions you have about our products, any information you need, remember to keep the Black dollar in our community, because when you do that, I'm able to put some of our young princesses on my payroll and help them learn how to do their business and teach them the whole protocol. We got Princess Academy coming up, and you'll be able to support beautiful princesses like Tuesday and other young ladies in our community that's inspiring to do wonderful things for the next generation. It's been real. We thank Mark 5 for always allowing
Shout
us
out to the Sador radio station.
Yes. Shout out to Pamela J. We wouldn't be us without y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming. And remember, we're going to be doing Princess to Queens every third Sunday of the month. We're only on 1 month, but we're going to do it every third Sunday of the month from 2 to 4. Princesses all the time, and speaking to queens that's doing wonderful things in the community. We love y'all. I am prettyprincess.me. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all, what you say, Mark? He was texting.
I ain't say nothing.
Oh, all right. It's a wrap, guys. It's been real. Let me go get my kids from football. Black mothers gotta do. Bye. Love y'all.
Love y'all.